Caroline Westrup, and I'm here with the assistant women's golf coach,
Quinney.
Hey, Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Perfectly fine. I have some questions for you. Katie, I know you've been the assistant women's golf coach for 2 years, and what made you come to FSU and coach?
Well, I was a player here at Florida State from 2000 to 2004, and it was the best 4 years of my life, and I left for a couple of years, and I was just dying to come back, and when Coach Stillman approached me with this opportunity, it was an easy decision.
Have you always wanted to become a coach?
I always felt that sometime in my career, whether it was after playing or sometime after college, that I would be interested in trying coaching.
So, what do you like most about FSU?
I always thought that Florida State's had tremendous school spirit. It's one of the strongest athletic departments in the nation, and I've been a Seminole at heart my entire life, so it's always been a thrill to come back.
So, how does a normal day look for you here at the golf course?
Well, I usually get in early in the morning, and I take care of all my office stuff. That's usually where I handle most of my recruiting, set up the schedule for the week, think about what practice is going to look like for the afternoon, inventory any new clothes that have come in, take care of the day-to-day operations of the facility, and prepare for the girls to come in to get some work done.
Okay, so what's the hardest part of being an assistant golf coach?
Well, I don't know. It's actually the hardest part is probably learning and changing and adapting to each team that comes through. You try to keep the team together. You always want to work with each individual as best as we can. And we have new players coming in every year, old players leaving, and trying to get to know the team and really the team chemistry is probably the biggest change that we have on a monthly and daily basis.
So what's the most fun of being an assistant golf coach?
Probably getting to spend time with all the players. It keeps us young, and it absolutely is. It's a blast. Being out on the golf course and being at tournaments is probably my favorite part.
Would you say you approach around with the girls? Like, how do you choose what kind of holes you and coach will be on?
We try to pick apart the golf course in the practice round and see if there's any special areas that are going to require some added attention. For the most part, one of us stays on the par threes because the players come through and we can help directly with knowing the exact yardage, how it's playing, the wind, where you want the ball to land, and what club everybody has already hit coming through, so it's a huge advantage because they hit from the exact same spot. Other than that, we kind of roam around. If any one player is in trouble or needs an added boost, we try to be there, but obviously we don't have a crystal ball, so sometimes we just have to try to be in as many places as we can and hope that we hit the right places.
I know, Katie, that you've been played professional for a couple of years. How was the transition going over from being a player to a coach?
It was a challenge at first because you know how you succeeded and each individual player figured out how they achieved their goals, and having to look back at it from the outside and take each individual player and try to figure out what was going to make them tick and work the hardest, that was probably the largest challenge, and trying to figure out how each individual player is going to achieve their goals.
Is playing professional something that you would go back to after coaching?
Nope. I've absolutely loved coaching so much more than playing that I have bigger goals of winning a national championship, and I would get a lot more pride and joy out of seeing you guys succeed than me going back out and playing.
The women's golf team just came up short of going to the nationals last season. So what's the expectation for the team this year, and do you have any new good freshmen coming in this year?
I think missing the national championship last year was a huge disappointment. I know we had the talent, and we had one bad stretch of 6 holes that really set us back. So I think everybody's goal last year was to be a top 15 program, and this year there's no doubt in my mind that we can't do it this year. We've got 2 fantastic freshmen that are coming in, and we've got big expectations and big plans for them.
Well, thank you for your time, and good luck this season.
Thank you.